Mum bought a TV. An exceedingly huge TV. That has to hang on the gym wall. I'll believe it when I say it. Yes. The corner of that room over there is also Christmas corner. I'm not allowed in that corner. Apparently there are secrets. Hello, meow. Good morning. So, we have updates. The ceiling is now out. As in, it's gone. It's vanished into the ether. Never to return.
We got your beams in here.
Oh, so the beams have been moved, apparently.
The beams have been moved up, look.
Oh yes, I can see that.
There's no light, love.
I'll give you a light. There's no light in this room. Oh yes, and the dark splodge.
Oh, I've lost my flashlight.
My mother doesn't know how to work her phone.
My flashlight's not working. Ah, there you go.
Honestly.
If you've got the camera on, you can't have the flashlight.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, we're actually raising the ceiling. After all that. Oh, cat. That is entirely your fault. I am not taking the blame for that one. My mother is to blame. Oh god. So the basics of it. My uncle is here. So we're now having the ceilings raised. Because he won't charge us a ridiculous price to do it. Yeah. That's basically all that's happening. But he's with us for 2 weeks, I think is the goal. 2 weeks to a month, we'll see. And then the electrician's back with us Thursday or Friday, depending, because one of them was unwell, so it depends what that was. And then our plumber is just back. As and when we need him, really. As I said, heating's on, it works. It's either on full whack or it's off. We can't quite get the hive to run. It seems to rely on Wi-Fi, which, yeah, I didn't think about that, did I? So we're waiting for some of the Wi-Fi to be hardwired, which is more my brother's area. Excuse me. Yeah, we could ask the electricians to do it. But the problem with that is I'd have to know exactly how we wanted the rooms to be hardwired for the computers and the TVs and everything. And to be quite frankly, I don't know how we want it, and I don't know like what the options are in terms of what we can do with the space. So that's my brother's area of expertise. He tends to come in and he'll just look at the space and go, yeah, this is possible, this isn't. We can do this, and we can't do that. But the point is, he knows. So as soon as my brother comes, we'll probably hardwire the machines first. That should mean I can start streaming again. Not that I ever did a lot of that, but I did want to start streaming. There were a couple of games I was interested in. Like I've always been interested in Dead by Daylight, but I've never played multiplayer games before, or games with strangers. So, but I like the fact that with Dead by Daylight you don't really need to communicate with your teammates. I'm such an isolationist when it comes to gaming. Like, I just like to play on my own. But I also know that with Dead by Daylight, obviously you can play killer, and I don't need to talk to anybody if I play killer. So I could just do that. But it seems to be more of a streaming game rather than a YouTube game. I don't know if there's a reason for that, but you know, we'll see. I'll try it on I might try it on both YouTube and Twitch, we'll see. Not that my Twitch channel gets any love other than for me watching like other Twitch streamers, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, so as soon as that gets hardwired in, hopefully my setup will be done and I can start videoing again. I also have to put through a payment for the Adobe package softwares again. I have not paid for it this year because I knew I wasn't going to be editing anything this year, so I gave it a break. But yeah, next year it's kind of going to be my New Year's resolution, I suppose. get back into gaming, get back into that kind of thing. But I am going to balance it out. I will not be gaming as much as I used to. It's going to be balanced out with other videos. That's always been my plan since I started doing this, I guess, because I actually enjoy the talking videos. It's good to have some form of a diary. It's just whether I split the channel or not, I don't know. I'd rather not, to be frankly honest. I hope you guys don't mind. Yeah, I seem to get just as many views on the talking videos as I did on the gaming ones, so I hope you guys don't mind if I continue the trend of just like half and half in it. But I will have other things on my channel as well. I said I wanted to get back into the art. I wanted to start bringing some of the my old face painting videos back. Some of the old tutorial videos I used to do for like artistic things. But I don't know. I'm gonna kind of like drop videos here and there on different subjects, and we'll see what sticks. If you guys don't like something, honestly, just let me know. And if it's something I really want to continue with, then at that point I might split the channel. So it might be, you know, one channel might be like art, the arts and crafts and cosplay stuff I used to do, and the makeup videos, and then the other half might just be gaming and talking. So we'll see. And I'll set up a schedule at some point when everything around here is like calm down. Like we're getting to the end of it now. We have an agreed sale date for the old house, which is such a relief. That's a huge weight that's gone now. Well, going, you know, it's a bigger weight for my mother. And then beyond that, we have holiday I'm looking forward to in 2023. Yeah, 2023 we're booked for a cruise to see the Northern Lights. It's a bit more involved than that, but it's a Northern Light cruise, which will be really good. I've never been on a boat. I've been on a speedboat, and I know I get seasick, so I'm just like, praise. But also when we spoke to the lady on the phone about getting seasick, she gave us a cabin that was it like mid-deck, something like that? Yeah, it's something like the lower you are, the less you feel the sway. So she specifically gave us a lower room, but one with a balcony so I can see. Like, yeah, as long as I can see where I am, it sort of helps my brain get over the seasickness thing. So I'm just like, it'll be fine. But we've bought a balance board downstairs, which is another thing I need to set up, because that's supposed to help you. It's supposed to help you get used to like that constant rocking motion. But yeah, it's a balance board with some games that I'd like to start doing that again. I'd like to be a little bit fitter by the time we go, because if you go off the boat, there's a lot of walking involved, I think, to go to like the different mini towns and villages and places like that, and to see the forges and stuff like that. So I'd like to be, you know, in a state where I'm like okay with like walking that far. But yeah, it should be good. I hope it's good. It's 13 days. It better be good. It's either 13 days or 15 days. I'm not sure. We don't do things by halves. We're just like, if we're going to do it, we're going to do a proper one. Oh my god. It's going to be great. Anyway, Christmas is coming up, which is... I'm hoping all the main structural work is going to be done by the end of November, basically. I don't mind if it runs through my birthday. It obviously is gonna. I don't think I'm gonna do anything this year. We might go out, maybe have a meal somewhere, I'm not sure. I don't really care. I haven't cared for many years now. This is how old I am, I suppose. But yeah, I'm hoping by 1st of December at least, or the second week of December, that I can start decorating this place properly for Christmas. And I tend to go all out. I went all out in the old house. I was like, you know, adamant that ours was going to be the most Christmassy house on the street, even though my dad hated it. He hated it so much, because his birthday was mid-December, and it was always like, oh, you put Christmas stuff out on my birthday. I was like, Dad, you're born in December. Yeah, no, you have no excuse. 1st of December, the Christmas stuff goes out whether you like it or not. But my birthday's in November, and I have to suffer Christmas music through it, so I'm just like, I get it, but it's, you know, yeah. Anyway, So I still want to go all out. We were pretty like decorated out for Halloween, and I loved the fact that people would slow down on the bridge to come and like to head out the window to look. And I'm just like, yeah, I want that same effect. But I kind of have to do it without blinding our only neighbour who lives across the street. So I'm just like, if we're going to do anything like flashy lights and anything like that, it has to be towards like the back of the house, where it's facing the bridge and not not our neighbour when he wants to go to bed. But it should be good fun. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some stuff that's not run off batteries, because I do not want to be running around this massive house turning off things that are battery powered. Although at the end of the day, I only used to turn off the things that were battery powered because it used to bother my dad. So actually, as long as it doesn't bother me more, then we might be alright. I've got the floating Harry Potter candles. I need to work out where I'm going to put those. Oh, God, I need to put up a load of hooks everywhere. Because there's so much to do. There's so much pre-work to do before I can put in the actual work. It's weird. I've only seen 2 hooks in the living room at the moment into the black beams. They've both been painted black, which is why it was actually really hard to see them. I was like, oh, right, okay, something's been done. But then there were hooks in the, I want to call it a greenhouse, it's not a greenhouse, conservatory. There were hooks in the conservatory that they'd obviously put in. Honestly, pulled it, came out. I'm like, well, that's rubbish, isn't it? It holds nothing. At which point, what is the point? You know, if you're going to put a plastic hook into a greenhouse, then it has to be like adhered to the plastic of the greenhouse. Otherwise, any weight, anything like that, it just comes out. At which point, what was the point of putting the hook in? And this is my opinion. So, yeah, I need some like proper hooks and things, and we need to decide where the garland's going, where all the Christmas hanging things are going, because we have so many. I say we have so many, but I think honestly it's going to fill the living room and part of the kitchen. Maybe if we get a tree. I think the tree's going to have to go in the gym because of height concerns. Our tree's pretty tall, and that living room is not. And I don't want to put it in the kitchen because that is definitely a high traffic cooking area. Oh, I made duck sauce today, like orange sauce. I'm not a sauce person normally. Well, I am. I will have sauce, but I'll buy it like pre-made, pre-packaged. I've never had much luck making it, but I managed it today, and I was so proud of myself. And I managed to make it creamy as well, because my mum's like lactose intolerant, so I can't put any of the normal ingredients into food that I make. So I'm constantly like looking for alternatives. So I used Alpro yogurt to make the sauce creamy, and I really wasn't sure if it was going to work because Alpro yogurt's a lot thinner than like double cream or whipped cream or anything like that. And you can't really whip it. Like, you can try, but it kind of goes lumpy rather than... It's not a pleasant thing to do. So I didn't do that. But I put it in the pan, and then I mixed it in, and I was like, oh my god, I've made Contra orange sauce, and it tastes nice. Oh my god. But then, I mean, I overspiced the veg, so it was like burning hot chili veg with really nice sweet orange duck. But do you know, I take the half win. It was a half win. Considering, you know, I've only been cooking for a couple of months, I think I'm doing well. That was my first successful sauce ever. I feel like I could do a mad cooking diary. Here's all my failures. Here's how many inedible things I've done. Here's how many times I've poisoned people. Honestly, if you're learning to cook these days, I feel like learning to cook with the Actifryer is just the easiest thing in the world. Like, you can try so many things with the Actifryer and it's a button. Like, it's my one stop pot for anything. It's the Actifryer. As long as you realise that you have to like you can't put sauce in with the potatoes. That does not work. The potatoes must be cooked first, then you can add things to it. I learnt that the hard way. Yep. Potatoes and starch and active frying. They're not happy bunnies. But you can do it. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it is a cheat. cooking and actifying is cheating. It doesn't taste as good, but it does taste pretty good. You've just got to double the amount of flavouring you normally would put in. Yeah. But yeah, cleaning it's an absolute horrid thing to do. I don't like grilling stuff. I've noticed that. I've tried grilling things twice, and I overcooked both meats, and I do not understand how I managed to do that with both of them. Like, the duck was a foregone conclusion. That was the first thing I tried, because I never cooked duck before, and everyone says you grill duck, so I was like, okay, I'll grill duck. Oh, yeah, that was just a chewy mess. So never did that again. And then I managed to overcook steak, was it? Yeah. I mean, it's a smart grill as well. Like, you're supposed to press medium and it's supposed to come out as medium. Nah, that was well done to over. Like, no. I do not grill things. I just don't. No. I understand the concept. I don't get the execution. No. I like things that have a window on them, so you can watch while things cook and then judge it from there. But I have no patience, so I'm just like... But that's why I can't usually make sauces, because, you have to stand there and stir it. And I will admit I was getting really bored while I was doing it. I was like, But I was determined to make the sauce. And I'm glad that I did. So, anyway. This has gone off in a very weird direction. This is kind of what happens when I've got really nothing to do. But yeah, I've kind of recovered now, I think, from what has essentially been a 3-week bout of flu. I have never been so bored in my life, because my brain's just like, I want to do 50 million things, and then nothing happens because I don't have any energy. Because my body's crying at me. It's like, I have not slept properly for 3 weeks. Stop doing things. Sit your ass back down and sleep. But then I have a personal vendetta in my head against sleeping before 9 o'clock. I'm just like, I don't nap. I'm not a person who naps. I don't understand people who nap. I don't know how you do it. Because if I nap during the day, I will have an awful night's sleep. It just won't happen because I'm not tired enough. Like, I don't get how people do that. And it's not like it's down to caffeine intake, because I don't drink coffee and I have 1 cup of tea in the morning these days. So, not that there's even that much caffeine in tea to begin with. I'm kind of really hoping my cat just hasn't gone into the attic space. He's gone suspiciously quiet all of a sudden. Oh. This is a house of madness. This is what it is. This is what it is. Anyway, basically, there's about 101 things I want to do, but I have to have patience. But it finally feels like we're getting a lot of stuff done. It's really weird, because when we had the team of builders in, we were progressing, but it was a lot of little jobs, all over the place. So it was nothing dramatically changed. It was just a lot of little things here and there, and then it would take a very long time. I kind of feel like my uncle's just come in and he's just like, no, we're not having this, and he's ripped 2 whole ceilings down, and it's such a dramatic difference. Oh my god. But yeah, basically we're raising the ceilings. As I said, we're raising the wall panels between them. The old wall panels, I think, are coming down. We're going to replace them completely, instead of sanding down the back wall and then repainting it. So I don't know what that means for the mural, because I was going to do it on the back wall, but with all the walls being replaced, it's kind of like I got free pick of any of the 4 walls. So but yeah, I suppose that is something I could show you guys just before I sign off, because I'm going off on one in a really random direction. This is kind of the mural design. It's kind of just like a basic sketch at the moment. It is covered in cat paw prints, which is where the mud's coming from, because it's been here for a while. But this is like the basic outline of what I'm going for. So at some point I need to go out and get all the paint and get the prep work done for that. And I need to find my projector, which is downstairs, I think. I have seen it. And then I need to get a printer working because I need to maybe recreate this, I think, better or like more to scale. I do like doing things on graph paper by hand, but it's better when you're doing murals to have it like in front of you. Yeah, and also because my projector's got like a really small frigging square box, so I need to scale the image down and then print it out and then get it under the projector so I can have it projected on the back wall. Oh gosh, there's a lot to do there. On the other hand, given how dark those rooms are, the projection should work out really nicely. It should be really easy to follow the lines. The only other thing I'm thinking of doing maybe is getting some kind of big sheets of art paper to like cut out at least the foxes, I think, so when I paint the backgrounds like the moon and stuff like that, I'm not having to worry about like filling in that area. I don't know, there's so many different ways you can paint murals, and I'm just like, do I do things the easy way or do I do things my way? My ways tend to take longer, but I do enjoy the process, so yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I think it's mainly down to how much love I can get out of this camera, to be honest. I haven't really pushed this camera yet. We did on the night out, I think. That was the longest I had it running, and I noticed it gets warm on the handle when I use it for too long, but it doesn't get too warm. I mean, we've been running the video for about 20 minutes now, and it's still on 4 bars, so it's a pretty good camera. I do like it. I've just noticed, like, without the extended viewfinder, it is a little bit close, but it's fine. It does have a selfie stick that I could be using, but that kind of defeats the point for me, because a selfie stick's like, it's really big and bulky, and I bought this camera specifically because it's so small that it fits into the palm of my hand, so I was like, don't really want to make it bigger. No. Anyway, I've talked you guys' ear off about everything and nothing. I'll have an update probably when, I imagine when my uncle's finished. Yeah, because he's doing a lot of work for us. So we should see some dramatic changes in the rooms by the time they're done. He's also looking at the bath with us, which I was a bit surprised by because he's a wood joiner, not someone to do the bath really. But I think it's because between the electricians and the plumber, we're missing like the middleman. So I think that's why our plumber was talking to him about the bath, so he can act as the middleman between the two companies. I don't really know. I think everyone's a bit scared of that bath because it's a jacuzzi bath and they are so expensive and complicated to set up. It's like no one really wants to do it in case they do it wrong, because then, you know, they're liable. But I really just want them to do it so I can have a bath. But at the moment, bath by Christmas is a forlorn dream that we're not there yet. It's such a shame, but we're not. Anyway. Maybe I'll have a Christmas miracle. A bath, please. Anyway, yes, that's everything. I'm going to disappear. I will show you guys one last image of my glorious cat. Isn't she adorable? Oh, look at that. Yes, she's so cute. The cutest.